Man, same soup just for you. Just keep getting bad news after bad news. But it ain't gonna stop. Nah, bad news I got yesterday actually for a hot second had me thinking negative, I should say. And then basically before I went to sleep, just decided that regardless of the news I get, I still gotta push forward with what I was talking about pushing forward. So, but everything happens for a reason. So, remember I told you I was gonna shoot a small commercial, and I kind of did. But I got an idea on the way over here because my homie was supposed to come with me, and Nick G, he was supposed to work the cameras. But being a mobile auto mechanic, when I just hit him up, he under a hood. So I can't dispute that. So I'm thinking like, dang, how can I do this? Then I really started paying attention to how I looked and everything. And I was like, nah, this is not what I want to do. I want to make it more entertaining so that people see it and then keep playing it. But because they keep playing it, they're gonna get the message that I'm giving. Because the Jones Brothers Cuts is gonna be in the background for the whole commercial. And then when I come in, it's gonna show me walking in, you know, probably wearing my company hoodie that's all raggedy and stuff. But the company logo on the back still look good. So still got the company walking in. Then when I come out, and the other thing that threw me off, like when I woke up this morning, and I was like, all right, just get in the shower, wash my hair, whatever, and get ready. I looked at it when I got out and was like, man, this don't really look like it don't have the look that I'm going for. Right. So I gotta get some props. Because when I do it, I'm still getting the same cut. But I'm gonna let the beard and everything grow in and all that, and then get like afro wig or something like that. And get it kind of like twisted up. I want to look bummy. I want to look damn near homeless. I want it to look like almost like I did in this little thing I did called Life Lessons with Louise. I played it was called The Racist Realtor, but I played a dude who I look homeless. Pretty much that's what I was supposed to look. But the reality was I was rich, and the racist dude saw me and just tried to, you know, push me to the side. Yeah, bro. Hey, one of the reasons I took the part, so I'm reading the script, right? I got like 15 minutes to decide if I'm gonna take it or not. He emailed me the script, and I'm going over it, right? Look at it, my name's Jamal. And it's this part in there where it says the realtor goes into his pocket and pulls out whatever's in his pocket, puts it in Jamal's hand, and says, here's some money. Why don't you leave? Why don't you go buy some fried chicken or something? Yeah, I was like, yeah, nigga, I gotta take this part. I gotta take this part. And I called him before I finished reading it. So I called him like, yeah, man, I want the part. Then I kept reading. At the end, it's a monologue where he basically, Jamal put over in his place. Like, yeah, you know, you did everything you did because of the way I look, plus the color of my skin. Now, just to let you know, not only am I not homeless, bro, I'm rich. I just paid for this in cash, and you just lost, I think it was like $5,000 or $3,400 that you would have got right then and there. And it's like, that's what you get for judging the book by its cover. It made me think about that. So I wanted to be as down and out as possible. You know what I mean? Because I want to make the point that coming in here, and I done made a catchphrase for you. Come in and catch a fade. I want to show people that coming in here and catching the fade is life changing. It's not just a haircut. It's not just a wash. It's not just a shave. It's community. Like, bro, we grew up down the street. That's one of the things that I love about what you and your brother doing. Y'all open businesses when y'all grew up. Y'all putting back into the neighborhood. Y'all
shown at a young age that it was all about community and black business.
Man. So I want to give that look of it is life changing, because it is. If you in here on the right day, you come in here on the Saturday, bro. If you walk out of here and you haven't learned something, you wasn't listening. Because there's a couple of times that I was like, 15 down. But I stayed because when I walked in, I heard something being talked about, and everybody was involved. And I was learning stuff. I saw people learning stuff. Then the next time I did it, just to see if I could, I got into the conversation. And just like I thought it would be, nobody was like, man, who are you? Man, shut up. They took what I said and dissected what was good. They kept, spoke good about it. What was wrong or where I was misinformed, I got correct. And then I looked around and I realized, yeah, it's adults in here, but it was a woman with her 2 sons, and it was some other kids in here. And then it just dawned on me, because I realized that one of the kids in the beginning, he was in here on his phone. But by the time I sat in the chair, by the time he sat in the chair, I should say, he wasn't on his phone no more. He was listening and he was learning. Man. And then I'm like, wait, this is fellowship. This is brotherhood right here. This is like, and I used the word brotherhood, even though we had a sister sitting in here, she was in here with her son. And even though the language got the way it got, that's the world.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got a question for you. What day would you want this show to come on? You can pick any day of the week, any time of the day.
Saturday. Or Sunday when everybody's home with their family. Everybody's still on Saturday, Sunday. A lot of people don't have work. So they're able to enjoy or get some knowledge from the barbershop.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Saturday, like Saturday morning, but probably around like 10 or something like that. I don't want to do it too late in the morning, but I don't want to do it too early. No. Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. So what you think about that? Is like, would that be you think that's a good time, like 10 in the morning, or?
Yeah, I think so. Most people have done they morning,
Little routine.
yeah, the routine cleaning up session and kids is chilling.
And it's like that little cool down after cleaning up, which is like a workout.
Right.
Yeah, all right. And I I was thinking Saturday anyway, but I wasn't really sure. And I want to really, one of the reasons I want, and we're going to start getting a few people living in these cuts, is because I want it to look like or feel like a Saturday morning. Because that's when it's real. That's why I got the idea from being in here on a Saturday morning. Right. So I want it to feel like a Saturday morning. So no matter when somebody's watching, they get that Saturday morning barbershop feel. Right. And on top of that, honestly, playing on Saturday morning, one of the hopes is to again get that Saturday morning feel, so that people popping up to get a cut, thinking that they might be on the show. You know what I mean? Right. Right. So it's a promotional tactic, but at the same time, yeah. That's why the wig and everything in the commercial, because when you see it, bro, you're gonna be like, oh man. And then the aftermath. Oh yeah, that's one of the main things. And then I'll be able to, because I have the YouTube channel, I'll be able to play it as a commercial on the shows that I already have. And that gives the shop and the show more exposure. Please take the mustache and coat back down.
And I think it'll show, like, for the single moms that don't have that male at the house, to bring them all the way to the barbershop, they get, the village.
Raising their child like they're supposed to be.
Correct.
And the fact that you actually get not just different walks of life, but different generational views, like it's that's why I say fellowship. It's like a community game. The barbershop is always a community. You know what I mean? So and what makes it that much better is
radio free and always close to our
this is your community. That's why I, like, bro, I can come over here and there's a few different stores around here. I don't really mess with them. One time, I don't know, I came over here, it was a Saturday, it was packed, and something said, bro, there's another community barbershop right down the street. Right. And I'm like, you know what? Check it out. Yeah, let me go in there. Start going down there, I see somebody sitting outside. He on his phone and everything. I'm like, okay, that's one of the barbers. I'm going in and doing something good. And just the other barber and me. And I was like, okay, it's like almost 11. Like, this supposed to be packed. There ain't no barbershop I can go to right now that I don't have a wait. I was like, So I'm sitting there, looking outside. Other barber's still outside on the phone. And I'm like, okay, maybe he waiting for an appointment. And they're about to pull up. Within the next 2 minutes, I went from feeling like, you know, horrible customer service type thing, and then I just felt uneasy, and then I felt, bro, it's like, I don't know, it's like, I felt like I was cheating. I'm sitting there, and a couple of people walked by, and they looked in. And one of them I made eye contact with, and they just kept walking. But in my mind, I was like, they probably trying to figure out what I'm doing sitting down here. Because I know they're going to walk down there, they're going to look in the barbershop like they do, and they're going to see all those people. Then I'm like, man, why am I down here? Like, it's not like you got something to do. You're not working today, you ain't got no productions or nothing. Like, why are you down here, man? Then I got up and I stood there for a second because I was really, am I gonna leave or am I gonna like see if I can deal with this black business? I stood up, bro. I wasn't even standing up a minute. When I looked outside, the barber who was outside, he looked back, we made eye contact. Turned around, went back to his phone. I said, yeah, nah, bro. Came back down here, I said, man, I know I done, how many I'm down? And he was like, nah, it's still about, it was like 11. I was like, oh, all right, hey, I'm right down the street, I'm coming right back. I think I went and got a coffee and a honey bun and came right back. Actually, that was probably the first time that I started paying attention to what was going on. I was like, actually it was, because how I first started really paying attention, the girl who was here, she came and she dropped the boys off. No, she was like, he was like, quit playing, just tell them sit right there, they good? She was like, I'll be right back, I gotta go. He was like, just go do what you gotta do. She was like, all right, and she left. And everybody in there automatically turned into big brother, uncle. Like, yeah, the language kind of changed a little bit because we realized, as I call them, young jits was in there. But then reality kicked in, and it was like, you know what? Nah, man, because I can't make my point being stifled, being sensitive. We know they hear this, and we're not saying anything that's damaging. I need to make this point, and I may need to say something to make the people who wasn't listening listen. So, and I'm looking at the kids, and they not like, ooh, ooh. Not like a ooh, they said something bad. It was like, ooh. Like, oh, okay. That's what that, yeah, they learning stuff. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute, bro. That's why the next time it's like, okay, bro, you in here, I know you're here to get a cut. I came late on purpose, knowing that if you really trying to be first in line on Saturday, I'm gonna tell you that, y'all listen, if you're trying to be first in line on Saturday at Jones Brothers Cuts, you need to come park out here in the front. 6:30. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was gonna say 6 o'clock, but 6:30, because if you get here at 6:30, you might be the second or third person here. I learned that from experience, thinking, okay, I'm gonna get here at 7 o'clock, cause ain't nobody gonna be sitting here for 45 minutes. Yeah, as soon as I pulled up, somebody got out their car, they looked at me, they got back in the car. When it came time to like line up, all kind of car doors started opening in groups of people and single people. And what I loved about it, everybody came to the door, and then it was like, okay, I was here first. No, you couldn't be here. I was here first because I saw him pull up. Like, okay, yeah. And then people start saying, well, I saw that person pull up, okay. And then we just actually formed a line. When you got here, opened the door, we came in and everybody sat where they was gonna sit. And then people started going, all right, go ahead.
Everybody do that position.
Yeah. All you had to do was like you did, and then stand there. And when people was going, he was like, hey, y'all was here.
Right.
Man, quit playing. You know it's your turn. So, community, sport.
Right.
Sport.